drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Bears ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Using his legs, it's Walker. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running it to the right. Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. Great move. Now he's got room. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, TCU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Turner. Got enough for the 1st. Gets away from one. He's got space.
had so many guys in position, play after play, to get this guy on the ground. But Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on, because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make do.
Caught, and he's got room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Lagway. A little release to the back. There he goes. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The offense changing the play. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Craig. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle.
And these running backs, they practice with receivers now. They're running routes all the time, and you see, they give him the football out in space. He knows exactly how to run routes and how to do damage. And the best part is he's a running back after the catch. And look at him chew up the yards and make the big play and get all the way down the field.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region.
Snags it, and he's open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to the ground game on the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double team high load. Chop blocked.
Makes a grab and room to run. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Throwing, Lagway. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway because you said it, David. He was one of the most recruited players and Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A game week in, week out, this Baylor offense is going to be impossible to stop.
First play of the period will be a second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Finding some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the right side. At the 30. The 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The Bears call it. Now, that'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Making side adjustments here. Flagway wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. It's caught. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to pick its way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Flagway makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Got him downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Bears! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps. He's good against bubble screens. And he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Under fire. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, TCU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Lagway to pass. Here's a heat. Quickly to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on third down, Lagway. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
And the Bears will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Oh, he got loose. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking for room. It's Payne. Fights off a defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Play fake Lagway. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
Makes the grab. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. On the move. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Craig. Pulls it in, it's Payne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Lagway. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 24 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the home squad engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Flag wave from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. Could be an alley. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Handoff to the lone back.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Bears in the hurry-up.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lagway wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Rushes on him. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Horned Frogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Craig. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Payne. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to slam in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football game.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, TCU! He scores for the 5th time in this game. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Lagway. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Crosses the 40. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long game. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Bears. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Payne. Shakes off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Craig. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running inside, it's Payne. There's a crease. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And he puts through the extra point.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here's Lagway to pass. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. That's reeled in, it's Brown. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Lagway. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! The Bears have the answer.
And he's got that bayou speed. I run bayou. You call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On the run, it's Payne. Here's a little room there. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, TCU! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
56, Baylor, 42.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Flagway wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
That's caught. It's Livingston. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway makes the grab. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field.
I think if you're the head coach at this point,
got a little press. Gets away from one, finds some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Lagway bringing the heat, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. To the air, it's Craig. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Powers through the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Looking for a man. It's Craig. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wants to change this route. Here's Lagway to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Miller. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Williams open on the right side. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this.
Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Baylor! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Lagway. He'll pull it down and run. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Lagway on the play action. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. Baylor Bears called their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Lagway wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.